Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Soraya, and today I want to talk about whether you need support on the twin flame journey. This is a very important subject. It's a question that every single one of us has to look at some point on our spiritual path with our twin flame, is we have to decide, do we want support? How much support do we want? Do we need it? Is it important? How important is it? And so I kind of want to dive into this a little bit today. This is also very close to my heart because I was someone who didn't feel like I needed support. I was very slow to getting Twin Flame Ascension School. I tested this work thoroughly to confirm that it actually did work. And then I would get I got the smallest e-course that Jeff and Shlia offered. And I was like, oh, that's cool. I really love this. And then I did the next e-course, and I was so slow to get Twin Flame Ascension School, and I was so slow to do regular coaching. Coaching was like an event for me. It was like, oh, I'm gonna have a coaching session, and then 3 months would go by, 4 months would go by, and then I have another coaching session. And that's why I want to talk about this, because the truth is that you're a divine child of God. You don't need anything. Seriously, you don't need anything to be able to ascend. And actually, in the grand scheme of things, the whole earth is ascending in, its own way. We're all learning all the time. Ascension is just the improvement of the human condition. It's just that you're learning lessons, you're growing, you're, expanding your awareness. And so, technically, you're ascending right now, unless you're actively choosing to descend. If you're watching this video, you're likely inclined to expansion on some level. So you're ascending. You don't technically need anything for that. And that was kind of my logic, was well, I don't need anything to be with God, because I'd had a relationship with God for a long time. And so I was like, I don't need this to be with God. Me and God, we've gone through some things, I don't need that Twin Flame Ascension School. I don't need that coaching, Again, just got clear. I got clear on my journey, because that was where I was starting from. And here's what I discovered. First of all, I'd never met anybody who knew their twin flame or been around any twin flame relationships at any point in my life prior to meeting my own. And I didn't know that we were twin flames. I didn't even know what twin flames were when I met mine. So I was in the dark. No one taught me the blueprint for twin flames. And to be honest, I've seen on the internet the stuff that's out there about twin flames, and there is some very inaccurate and confusing information that when people come and see me as a coach and they want support, people really struggle running in circles because they've been misled. Excuse me. And so there's just a lot of misinformation out there. And so you don't know what you don't know yet. And no, this isn't my programming. My whole childhood, my whole life was all teaching me how to have a relationship with a soulmate. And so, and the same is true for the great majority of people in the world. And so twin flames, it's a completely different deal, because that's literally you in another body. You're one with this person. They're your ultimate lover. And it also comes with its challenges, because they're your perfect mirror. So they're going to trigger things that even you're not conscious about. So your twin flame is 100% your mirror. Whether you're aware of it or not, they're going to mirror to you the things that are going on in your consciousness. And so things will come up and you'll be like, there's no way that that's me, but it ends up being the case that it is you. And so that's just the nature of the unconscious, is that you just don't know until you know. And so, first of all, no context for this, did not have the upbringing. The fact is that I needed to learn how twin flames work. And that's the need that Twin Flame Ascension School fills, is Twin Flame Ascension School teaches you, going to school teaches you how to be with your twin flame, and what it is to be with your twin flame, and how twin flames work, and how to relate to your twin flame, and how to handle this conflict with your twin flame, and what about money issues with your twin flame, what about boundary issues with your twin flame, what about relationship challenges or arguments or triggering, and what about when trauma comes up, and what about when this happens. Twin Flame Ascension School covers everything. And so it's kind of like the encyclopedia on twin flames. Now, with me and God, could I eventually come to find out the things that Jeff and Shlia teach in Twin Flame Ascension School? Sure. Would it be fun? Probably not, because it would be a lot of trial and error and me trying to reinvent the wheel. And to be completely honest, there's a reason why I now have Twin Flames. I have everything that Jeff and Shalia offer, and I see my coach every single week, and I'm an Ascension coach. So I'm literally a professional doing this, and I see my coach every week for a reason. The more that I do this work, the longer I've done it, the more I've realized how valuable it is to be supported. It's just not worth it to me to have to try to figure this stuff out through trial and error, through having conflicts with my twin flame, challenges with my twin flame that could totally be avoided if I had just known better about what to do and how to navigate it, if I had just been informed and educated on it. And yeah, like that does mean that I've had to claim my support. I've had to basically say like, hey, this is something that I need to invest in because this is something that I need to grow in. And I want to reach out to professionals who have mastered this to teach me what I don't know, because I don't want to have to learn without help. There's a reason why we go to school. There's a reason why we go to college. A lot of people go to college. It's because it's just a lot easier to learn it from somebody than for you to have to go and discover it. Like I said, reinvent the wheel. Like it's just a lot of energy, and you could be spending that time moving forward instead of learning how everything works. You know what I mean? So that's a huge part of it. Is just like, man, like just save yourself the time and the energy. Honestly, to this day, I know I could have eventually figured it out on my own at some point, but there's no part of me that wishes that I had. Once I had Twin Flame Ascension School, I got the 1 class pass, because there's an option to either get the 1 class pass or the all class pass. Again, I was so hesitant to even get Twin Flame Ascension School. When I finally did sign up, I got the 1 class pass. Literally, I watched a class, and then I watched another one, and then I watched another. I literally binged Twin Flame Ascension School the first night. I probably watched like 6 or 8 classes. And then I woke up in the morning and I was watching Twin Flame Ascension School. And by the end of the night, that night, before morning, I had this moment where I was like, I need the all class pass. Like, I don't want to not have this content, this support. I need it all. And immediately I looked into upgrading. I think it was like within a month I was upgraded to the all class pass. So if that tells you anything, your girl over here who didn't even think she needed Twin Flame Ascension School or thought maybe she could go without it was definitely ready to sign up for the all class pass as soon as she got the 1 class pass. So yeah, it's good. It's good. There's a reason why people rave about it. It is really, really good, and it's effective. It's helpful. Like, I can't talk to like my coach, for instance, all the time, but I can always turn on a TFAS class. I now have lifetime access. It's all paid for now. It's like, it was an investment, and it was the greatest investment. It was so good. And I'm so thankful that I did that for myself. But to answer the question in consciousness, yeah, I mean, my God, you have God. You're okay. Like you'll be okay. You'll figure it out at some point. You're going to have to go on your journey. It's like, I can't just like learn how to be a barista without some trial and error. And if I don't have anybody teaching me, like, yeah, like I'm sure I could figure out how to make a latte, but trial and error, that's a lot. They're like, what do they say? Time is money. Like that trial and error time, you could be investing your energy in a different place and enjoying your union and your healing instead of feeling like you're learning about how it works and that foundational stuff. With coaching, it's a lot the same. One time I went a long period of time without coaching. It was like months. And I was hitting this wall with my twin flame, kept hitting the same pattern, same challenge over and over. I felt stuck with it. I kept thinking I healed it, but then it came back up again. And I was like, it was like getting really, really frustrating. And eventually I broke down and I decided to book a coaching session with an Ascension coach. And the coach literally resolved my issue in a few minutes. And I was like, if I had this a few months ago, how different would my life be? Where would I be right now? And I was just thankful that I had that help at that time. Like, thankfully that issue could be resolved so quickly. But man, if I had known that in just a few minutes that could have been resolved, all the time it took, the turmoil, the frustration of just feeling stuck in this pattern and just like not seeing my way through it. Like, I'm not new to inner work. I'm not new to reflection and healing work, but this had me in a knot, and it got resolved so fast. I was literally like, I will not be without coaching again. And I've gotten coaching ever since then, regularly. And like now I do it weekly. And so, like I said, do you have to? Technically, you don't have to do anything. But do you want to be without it? That's my take on it. Here's the thing. This is Ascension. This isn't just, self-love, like take yourself on a date and then your twin flame wants to be with you. This is about loving yourself at the core of your being. So you're going into the unconscious. You're going into your deepest, darkest fears about love. That's a huge part of what your twin flame helps you with and what they mirror. So you could go through that without support, but my God, like that's the spiritual journey can have its challenges. It's not all challenges, but it has its challenges. And it feels so good to have your support. I was literally just thinking today, it's a Sunday, and I was like, I usually have my coaching sessions on Monday, or I'm sorry, on Wednesday. And I was just thinking today, I was like, maybe I should reschedule and have it Monday because I'm just so looking forward to my session. But the fact is like, you don't want to have to do it alone, and of course it's an investment. My God, like it's an e-course. Jeff and Shleah put, like I said, this is over 300, nearly 340, 50 classes that are 90 minutes long. That's a lot of their work, their time, their energy, their love that they invested into Twin Flame Ascension School. Of course it's going to be an investment, sure. And certified ascension coach, like what I do, coaching, like, yeah, it's a service. It's an investment. But my God, like to not have it, it's just, to me, it's not worth it to not have it. It's the bill. Like, honestly, it's my favorite bill to pay every month. I don't pay for Twin Flame Ascension School anymore because I've completed that. I've already paid for it. So I never have to pay for that again. But, yeah, for my coaching, I gladly pay it. Oh my God, I'm so happy to pay that bill every month. So yeah, like in all seriousness, and all of this is quite serious, but I know I'm kind of saying it in a funny way. I look back and to me, this is like a no-brainer now, but it wasn't always for me. And so I understand if someone is hesitant to invest in their support here. But here's the thing. Your twin flame is your ultimate lover. Resolving this in your life means that you are with the right person for you and that you can have a good relationship with the right person for you. I always say it's not enough to just be with the right person. You got to have the right relationship with the right person. So some people, they know their twin flame, they know the right person, but the relationship doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel healthy. It doesn't feel like you guys are very emotionally intimate. It doesn't feel like you guys are feeling safe with each other. Maybe you don't know how to navigate your triggers very well, things like that. Like, you want to have a good relationship that's the foundation of your life, where at the core, you have that amazing relationship with your twin flame. And then from there, like for the rest of your eternal life, this is handled. There's no such thing. Like, this is the end of divorce. This is the end of heartbreak. This is some good stuff. And yes, it's not something that you can just go to like a Barnes and Noble and read a self-help relationship book on and it's going to resolve your problem, because it's not a soulmate relationship. And I know that is different, and it has its challenges of learning what twin flames are about, of learning what Jeff and Shleah teach and applying it and starting to get those results and investing in yourself in this way. But aren't you worth it? That's something Jeff and Shleah say. And I absolutely, I feel that way too. Aren't you worth it? Don't you deserve to have this area of your life handled? I've been a student of this work now for 6, coming up on 7 years. Is that right? Yeah, that's it. I've been doing this work for years, and I have had many friends who I have seen get married and get divorced in that time. Okay. Fall in love and break up. Seem like they're, on cloud 9, Saray, this is the one for me. I think this person might even be my twin flame, only to find out that they weren't, and they end up getting, divorced or broken up. Like, I've seen this happen over the time that I've just been doing this work. And it's just, to me, it's not worth it. This is worth it. It's worth it to invest in something that resolves this issue permanently for you. And it's like I said, you're never going to have to wonder if you're with the right person. This isn't something that 20 years from now you're going to find out, oh, it's not my twin flame. Because what Jeff and Shalia teach about twin flames, it's verifiable. It's like scientific. You can test this. And so you can literally, before you get married, you can know without a shadow of a doubt, to the level of extreme certainty that you desire, you can have it revealed to you on that level that you're with the right person for you. Like, have it revealed to you in such a way that it would be impossible for them to not be your twin flame. And you can know that before you say I do. And know that you're with the right person for you, not just because they make you so comfortable, but because they complete you. They are literally you. And it's you being with yourself. And there's perfect compatibility. You guys are always on the same page. You always have the same values. When it's time to take your kids to school and you're trying to decide what school you want to take the kids to, you guys want exactly the same things. There's no compromise anymore. Like, this is a whole new world of relationships. And yes, it is worth it, in my opinion. You have to look within yourself and decide what you want. But these resources are not here because this is an industry and this is what we need to do. Like, not at all. This is here because there's a call for love and for twin flames in harmonious union. And this is the answer to that call. And all of this is just here to love you and support you. Twin Flame Ascension School is a labor of love. The amount of love and care and compassion and just the presence that Jeff and Shalia brought to those classes. It's honestly, like I said, best investment. I think I've done so many e-courses throughout my life, like I said, studied so many things with self-help and psychology and things like that. It's like, this is some very valuable stuff. I have no regrets. But you've got to kind of check in with yourself, and maybe for now you still want to kind of check out these YouTube videos and you're still learning about it and testing it out and trying out the mirror exercise, and that's fine. It's not like you have to do this tomorrow. It's not like you have to do it, period. But I want you to know that this is available, and I want it for you. I want you to be able to have all those TFAS classes available where you can watch them anytime that you're having a hard day, when you're driving to work, or when you and your twin flame have gotten into an argument, or when they said something and you don't quite understand what they meant, or you're having a communication issue, or you're having an issue with family or finances or whatever it may be. And you can just go to that class that says, how to resolve this when, Jeff and Shalia helps this student with this. And it's all pre-recorded. It's not live. You don't have to show up for a class. You can literally, I listen to it like it's a podcast. I listen to it when I'm cleaning the house, when I'm driving, when I'm, waiting in line at an appointment. Like, this is, it's just good to have it. But there's all kinds of information I have beneath these YouTube videos. If you guys want to learn more about all this support, you can find it on my website. You can find it at twinflamesuniverse.com. Of course, I do offer free coaching as well for those who get started with Twin Flame Ascension School. So if you want to claim that bonus, there's information about that on my website. It's just nice to have some coaching on top of Twin Flame Ascension School, but you don't have to do that if you don't want to. Either way, I just want you to have Twin Flame Ascension School. So I don't really, that doesn't matter to me as much. What matters is that you have it. I just want you to have the help that you need. I want you to have the help that's helped me. And because I've been so happy with it. So yeah, do you need support? Technically, you can figure this out at some point and on your own, technically. But my God, I wouldn't want to. That's the answer to that one. So this ended up being a very long video. I had a lot to say. You deserve it. You deserve whatever it takes. If you want to achieve your harmonious twin flame union, you deserve that. If you want to achieve success, wealth, abundance, you deserve that. If you want to achieve extremely healthy relationships in all areas of your life, you deserve that. Whatever you want to achieve, you deserve it, and you are worth the investment, the love, and the care that you require in order to manifest your dreams. And so that's what this work is about. And yeah, I'm gonna wrap this up because I'm gonna keep going on and on and on. I'm about to go preaching, but I love you all, and I wish you many blessings on your twin flame journey. If there's anything I can help you with personally, if you want coaching with me, I would love to help you personally. You can find all that information beneath this video. Twin Flame Ascension School, like I said, all beneath this video, and I will see you in the next one.